Hi everybody, I bet you didn't expect to see me today. Well, I wanted to make sure that I had a chance to walk you through the assignment that I'm asking you to complete today, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is go to Canvas. Now for those of you that don't remember, you go to My NC Ed Cloud, then just click on Canvas. Don't try to get into this from Clever, you're going to be very confused. Alright, so you open Canvas, and that takes you to your dashboard. And then you will open Our Class. At the top of the page, you should see an American Dream module with an Of Mice and Men literary analysis assignment. Please open that assignment. So you've started writing your first literary analysis essay on Of Mice and Men. You wrote the introduction in class on Thursday and the first body paragraph on Friday. Today, you will write 2 more body paragraphs. Now, on Friday, a lot of you were a little uneasy about that. Just remember, you have the pattern to follow on the side board, okay? You've already worked through this one time, so you're going to apply the same process, okay? Don't stress. I know you can do this. I do not need for you to label statement, note, commentary like I asked you to do on Friday. I wanted you to do that Friday so that I could make sure you understood how these parts go together. But you have to have all 3 parts in each paragraph, and they have to be in order. Oh, sorry. So here's what you're going to do today. You will make a copy of this document, and this will become the digital workspace for your group. So you're going to want to make sure you get your big paper that you've been working with, because now we're going to transfer everything to digital, okay? Make a copy of the document, type your introduction in the intro box and highlight your thesis statement, and then type your first body paragraph in the correct space. And I'm going to show you what to do here, okay? So we open the document, and you're going to go to File, make a copy, and you're going to add your group members' last names. Okay? And then click OK. And now this is the document that you can work on. So the first thing I ask you to do is type in your introduction and highlight the thesis statement. So I've typed in my introduction, and there's a few things I wanted to show you here. The first thing I need to do is italicize Of Mice and Men. Every time I write the title of the book, it needs to be in italics. Okay? I also need to highlight my thesis statement, which is going to be the last sentence of my introduction, if I did it correctly. Now, the introduction part is complete. The next step is to tackle the first body paragraph. Now in this column, I'm asking you to identify the topic of that body paragraph. So my topic is animals, compared to animals. Okay, I got that from my chart on the wall. So there's a chart over there, it says compared to animals, and then I had all my textual evidences. Now I'm ready to type in my first body paragraph. So I took a minute and I typed in my body paragraph, and I want to read it to you. Notice what I do as I'm reading through this, okay? From the first chapter, Lenny is often compared to animals. When they arrive at the pond, Lenny snorts into the water like a horse. He swings his arms the way a bear drags his paws. Later, he is like a terrier when he gives George the dead mouse. By comparing Lenny to animals in the first chapter, Steinbeck establishes that Lenny is less than human due to his mental deficiencies. Well, I don't like that sentence, and here's why. I said from the first chapter up here. So I don't want to say that again, all right? You should not be repeating the same words over and over. So instead of in the first chapter, I'm going to revise that to read, by comparing Lenny to animals from at the beginning of the story, Steinbeck establishes that Lenny is less than human. Well, I don't like that either. I don't like that because Steinbeck isn't saying Lenny is less than a human. He's saying people perceive him as less than human. Well, that's a very different thing. So I need to revise that too. Steinbeck establishes that people see Lenny as less than human due to his mental deficiencies. That I like. Lenny acts like animals because he is unable to think for himself. Even though Lenny has Georgia as a caretaker, Lenny is isolated because he is different. Okay, so I only used the word isolated one time in that paragraph, and it goes back to my thesis statement. Okay, I also said because he is different, because that's what I'm looking for. How does Lenny being different separate him from everybody else? Okay. Now I'm ready to do my next body paragraph. So when I look at my chart, and you all, when you look at my chart, you'll see there's nothing else up there. But I've read the book once or twice. So I think the next thing that I would write about is perhaps how George makes Lenny be quiet all the time. Okay? So maybe the fact Lenny has no voice. Now, I don't mean like an actual physical voice. I mean like this ability to be heard, an ability to express himself. So maybe that's what I'm going to do in my second body paragraph. And I would follow the same process I did before. Create my statement. Then I'm going to look at my notes, and I'm going to see how to take my textual evidences and put them in sentences so that it reads smoothly. And then at the end, I'm going to include my commentary. But what I'm not going to do is use this phrase, isolated because he is different. I'm not going to use that anymore. I might go over here and look up some synonyms. Synonyms for isolated. Oh, so he's solitary. He's lonely. He has little contact or little in common with others. He's unique. And I would use those words, the right ones, of course, in my essay over here. All right? Now, I know you all are a little worried about this, but I have faith that you can get this done. The smart thing to do would be to go to your share button and share this document with your group members so that they can type as well. So one person could type the introduction, one person could type the first body paragraph, and then two other people could go ahead and start working on those other two body paragraphs I'm asking you to complete today. All right? Good luck. And I am looking forward to seeing what you come up with.